Maybe it's only in an alternative timeline, but I'll take the advantage of any opportunity to share the ring with Kurt Angle, win or lose. And as far as what happens if I stay in WWE, there's one more match I'll always wish for. Working with him, even if it was only briefly when he joined the new Nexus, made it abundantly clear to me that he would accomplish anything if he ever committed himself to it. A return to NXT gave him that chance, and soon Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family were the talk of the wrestling world. They arrived on the main roster, terrorizing any superstar that got in their way.
And Bray Wyatt calmly watches as his family members dismantle Punk.
That included me. And while I have a match at the 2013 Survivor Series that on paper says was against the Wyatt family, it didn't have Bray Wyatt in it. I never got to compete against him once he realized his potential. I would have loved to have The Fiend set his sights on me. The Fiend took wrestling places it had never been before by taking his opponents places they had never been before. If I had my way, I'd take on The Fiend at WrestleMania 37. And I'd look for solace in the one place that I know to be the great equalizer: Hell in a Cell. He was once in a lifetime. I'm thankful for the time we did have together. But until we meet again, we'll make it happen here in my showcase. CM Punk against The Fiend at WrestleMania. You can choose who you'll control. But once that door closes, there's no telling what will happen.
It all comes down to this: Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania. A demonic structure built with thousands of square feet of cold steel chain link. And tonight, it will be the battleground for CM Punk and The Fiend.
Being a WWE superstar, you find yourself in a lot of dangerous situations. But right now, I don't think anyone is in a more dangerous situation than CM Punk.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
For the first time ever, guys, CM Punk will enter Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania.
We've seen Punk inside the cell before, but this is something else. Facing The Fiend on the grandest stage of them all. I can't imagine what's going through Punk's mind right now. He has got to be a bundle of nerves.
Yeah, Corey, separately, Hell in a Cell, WrestleMania, and The Fiend are all daunting presences to prepare for. But together, this has to be nearly impossible.
Legends, champions, Hall of Famers, all of them have left their matches against him different. Some scarred, some broken, but none of them have ever been the same again. And here he comes, The Fiend, begging for you to let him in. Tonight he looks to drag CM Punk deep into the darkness inside Hell in a Cell.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. You don't fight The Fiend, you survive him. Every opponent that has ever crossed paths with The Fiend has been changed forever.
Just look at those eyes, or whatever is hiding behind that mask. There's just pure evil.
This has never been about winning or losing for The Fiend. This has always been about destruction. And tonight, his evil gaze is locked And CM Punk.
Or you could prepare for a wrestler. You could prepare for a fight. You cannot prepare for the Fiend. This being doesn't wrestle with logic. He doesn't wrestle with reason. He wrestles out of pure malice.
Not flinching at the steel structure, not blinking at the tens of thousands here in attendance. To the Fiend, this isn't a punishment. This is his paradise. CM Punk is about to be locked inside the Devil's playground with the Devil incarnate.
You can hit the Fiend with everything you got, and he'll just keep getting back up. He feeds off the pain, and for as good as Punk is, he may find himself a broken man before he even realizes what's hit him. You can just feel how much tension is in the air here at WrestleMania. CM Punk facing possibly his biggest challenge to date.
There's really no telling.
Shoulders down, pinning predicament.
Plenty of gas left in the tank, clearly. Oh!
Just over a year ago, at WrestleMania 36, The Fiend competed in one of the most unorthodox matches in WrestleMania history, the Firefly Funhouse match. He took John Cena on a journey of mental anguish and brutal self-reflection before beating down the franchise and pinning him in the center of the ring. I don't think Cena will ever be the same if we ever see him again.
Should The Fiend look to repeat his masterclass of mind games, it'll be interesting to see how it works on Punk. On one hand, Punk can handle the most extreme mental warfare, but the Firefly Funhouse is where skeletons of a superstar's past are exhumed. Wyatt has plenty of history to pull from when it comes to CM Punk. If he can find the right parts of Punk's psyche to target, he may be able to once again decimate a surefire Hall of Famer on the grandest stage of them all.
CM Punk locked inside Hell in a Cell with The Fiend on the grandest stage of them all. This has to be such an uneasy feeling for Punk right now. He's usually trying to outthink his opponents.
Yeah, but how in the world do you outthink something that doesn't even think like a human? I think Punk's going to have to rely on his speed and technical abilities here if he even wants to remotely have a chance at beating The Fiend.
Stalking from above.
Axe handle from the middle rope. CM Punk has to know now that this isn't just Bray anymore. The Fiend is making him realize that.
Something that should not get lost in all of this chaos. Before he was The Fiend, before he was Bray Wyatt, the man under that mask was actually a follower of CM Punk.
Yeah, shortly before Bray Wyatt found his way, he was part of CM Punk's new nexus under a different name. You have to wonder if whatever's left of Bray's psyche.
This could be it. The pin. And he manages to kick out at one.
I think he's still just getting warmed up.
Grabbing this odd...
Oh, come on. Not the thumbtacks. He's taking things too far now. He answers right back. Well, according to my notes, CM Punk is in-ring experience against Bray Wyatt, but not the thumbtacks.
You can see every single thumbtack stuck on the skin, stuck on the gear. There may be nothing worse.
Neckbreaker. Fiend turns the table.
Look out.
Chop bomb.
Just ripping and tearing at their opponent's eyes.
Using the arm like a billy club.
Both of these men have made careers by changing with the times. Punk has gone from indie darling to extremist to straight-edge cult leader to the best in the world.
I will agree that Punk's ability to evolve is commendable, but I don't think anyone has undergone a transformation quite like Bray Wyatt when he became The Fiend.
Indeed, gentlemen, Bray Wyatt was a dominant force in the main event already. But as The Fiend, he's almost unbeatable. Wonder if Punk will need to change it again to overcome tonight's challenge.
And Punk making his way back to the ring.
No! Onto the thumbtacks!
Just decorated with all that sharp and painful glitter now. Death by 1,000 cuts.
Float over a Russian leg sweep. Both of these men have had cult-like followings in the WWE locker room, but tonight is purely a one-on-one battle.
For a multitude of reasons, not the least of which is the gargantuan cell surrounding the ring. It's nearly impenetrable.
And neither man seems to welcome any allies at this point. The Fiend's transformation seems to have shed any vestiges of being a family leader. And with a match of this magnitude, I don't think Punk wants anyone at his side. Punk wants to prove he can overcome The Fiend without any help. Not enough. There's gotta be more where that came from.
Piercing knee decimates the face.
Just tearing into all that flesh, turning into a human pincushion.
Oh, God. Onto the thumbtacks.
That would have been painful without landing on those tacks. I think they're going to go into shock after that.
Moving out from the ring closer to those towering walls of the cell. Getting back into the ring now.
And Punk now lifted. And he finds a way to elude that attack.
Finds some payback with their own reversal.
Counters on counters, technical prowess on display. I don't know how Punk can
Hit on CM Punk. He's able to beat a 2 count.
His opponent has to be absolutely frustrated right now.
This is not going to look pretty. Submission.
Looking to get out of this, and yes, able to slip out of the hold.
Punk's had enough. He's looking to end this here. Nails the GTS.
Outlook is bad for the Fiend.
What in the world?
That usually ends everything, but not tonight.
Punk took his best shot, gave him everything he had, but just couldn't get the pin. Out of the ring, still surrounded by the hell that is the steel structure.
Oh, he apparently had his eyes on that table. The carnage we've witnessed here at WrestleMania is going down in the history books. The Fiend and Punk have been unloading their arsenals, and neither one of them is showing any signs of relenting. One reversal after another. These two are reading each other's minds.
Ooh, one step ahead there. Watch out! He goes crashing through the cell.
It is hard to comprehend how much force it would take to throw him through a cell wall. Oh, come on. I know it's all about making moments, but this might be too much to risk.
He's making his way up this hellish structure.
He's as mad as a hatter climbing the cell. Nothing good ever happens on top of the cell.
And he's on top of the world now.
The top of the cell is such a dangerous place.
I am frozen in fear for how this is going to play out.
Oh, my goodness. What a double-handed shot.
Right across the knee. Heel hook locked in. This is painful.
Bringing the fight on top of the cell. To call this dangerous would be an understatement.
Everyone knows the risks coming into Hell in a Cell, but I have to imagine that knowledge doesn't account for what happens when you end up on top of the Punk peppering his opponent with attacks. Uranagi into the Anaconda vice grip.
Not looking to win this right now, just looking to inflict as much damage as humanly possible.
And
A couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it.
Sister Abigail.
Fighting on top of the cell. Something's got to give.
these superstars simply want to destroy each other. And as we can see, that desire is not merely confined inside the cell anymore.
Fending off the Fiend.
Quick exchange, reversing the reversal.
What a display of strength here. Everyone in the arena is holding their breath right now.
One wrong move up there could spell disaster.
Float over neck breaker.
Picture perfect.
This is a match of historical caliber.
We'll be talking about this for a long time. Turns it around.
Punk devising something.
Uh-oh. Oh! He goes crashing down to the ring.
A devastating.
This could be it. This could be the end.
The Fiend wins it.
Here is your winner, the Fiend, Bray Wyatt.
We may be witnessing the end of days here. The Fiend's power is only growing now that he's added CM Punk to his list of victims.
Remember this moment, gentlemen. I think we just witnessed a landmark moment for the entire WWE.
I feel bad for Punk coming up short, but what on earth does this mean for the rest of us?
I can't imagine what's going through Punk's mind right now. Not only taking on the Fiend, but being locked inside the Hell in a Cell with that monster at the showcase of the Immortals.
His nerves have to be shot. As calculated as Punk is in the ring, there's no way he could possibly figure out what the Fiend is about to unleash on him.
He won't know where, when, or how it's coming. All he can be sure of is that it's gonna be brutal.
Well, according to my notes, CM Punk has in-ring experience against Bray Wyatt, but in reality, he's never seen this side of Bray.
Something else to note is that Punk's previous matches with Bray were tag team contests that included the rest of the Wyatt family.
Wow, so Punk's first ever singles match with Bray Wyatt is against the Fiend? I rarely bet against the best in the world, but this is a case where I just might.
Ooh. And the Fiend just can't mount any offense.
Punk shifting things to his favor against the Fiend. Big time height on that kick. Oh, God, the crimson is flowing. He's seriously hurt now.
Something that should not get lost in all of this chaos. Before he was the Fiend, before he was Bray Wyatt, the man under that mask was actually a follower of CM Punk.
Yeah, surely before Bray Wyatt found his way, he was part of CM Punk's new nexus under a different name. You have to wonder if whatever's left of Bray's psyche under that mask still has some respect for Punk. If so, I wonder if the best in the world can somehow use that to gain a mental advantage. CM Punk looking to turn out the lights.
The God of Sleep, GTS from Punk.
Will that sew this up for Punk?
Beautiful neck breaker after the float over.
That was pretty.
And CM Punk is leaving no breathing room here.
Punk fighting through the fear and putting a pounding on the Fiend. And a well-placed calf kick there. The Fiend with the quick wherewithal.
And take a look here. A submission attempt by Bray.
Unmitigated demonstration.
And he very quickly counters. suplex. Beautiful. Floor neck breaker.
Picture perfect.
Guys, nice takedown. Stack them up. Oh, look at this. Reverses the leverage. Beautiful. Might sneak one. And a strong kick out at one.
You've got to be kidding me. How was he able to kick out at this point? Ooh!
Lands the knee drop.
Good reflexes from him there.
Ooh! Under the chair.
Once again, that is not what chairs were created for. Dribbling the opponent's head like a basketball.
And the action is shifted now into that dangerous area between the ring and the walls of the cell. What uppercut!
That'll cost some teeth. CM Punk has to know now that this isn't just Bray anymore. The Fiend is making him realize that.
Punk now with a quick double and a Uranagi converts it into the Anaconda Vice.
This might just do it. This might just end it all.
There is no...
A couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it. Ooh. Gets lifted into position. To the throat.
We're going to get creative with a steel chair. They want to snap the arm in two, and this may do it.
The arm is locked up. Submission hold. Needs to escape and does. Gets free from that painful hold.
Just looking to wrench that arm now. Good old-fashioned. Tied up in knots, but punches coming back the other way and makes it out.
Swinging the elbow to halt the eye.
Opponent lifted up. Jaw. Meet knee. Gone. Two. Sleep. That could ground Bray for good.
Two. CM Punk beats the Fiend.
Here is your winner, CM Punk!
I don't know how on earth Punk was able to do it, but he's standing victorious over the Fiend here tonight.
Yeah, but does he really think this will be the end of the nightmares? I think it's just the beginning.
That's a nightmare that can wait until Punk goes to bed tonight. For now, he's just happy to defeat this monster on the grandest stage of them all.